his big win. We talked about what kind of character are we going to have come off a big win at Kentucky. Arkansas is coming off a tough loss, and they're a good team, and they're going to respond. They switched the starting lineup up, had 3 new starters in it, and they were going to bring everything they had. We told our guys, I thought our guys responded great. The start to the game was great. We were up 22-5, and we were up on them big early last year. And, I know Coach Musselman called 2 timeouts, I think, before the first media last year, and then they flipped the whole thing around and ended up winning the game. So we talked about that, too. Like, this happened last year. We got up big, and they turned everything around. We got to keep guarding like we're guarding, just keep our foot on the pedal. I thought outside of that first minute of the second half, maybe the first 4 minutes of the second half, we didn't guard very well those 4 minutes. Outside of that, our attention to detail on defense was great. We played well. Outside of Moody, they didn't really get anybody going. We didn't do a very good job on Moody. We're going to have to do a lot better job on him next time around. But outside of that, I thought we played pretty well. So happy for our guys, really happy for Petty. Became the school's all-time leading three-point shooter, came back for his senior year, and, we need him. He's playing great. He's having a great senior year. Team's looking good. Primo won the Blue Collar Award. You didn't particularly score it well or shoot it well, but you did a lot of other things to help us win the game today. And then it's nice to get some of those younger guys in. Darius Miles showed we love Darius' upside, and we think he's, got a chance to be great. Another guy that's a lefty, kind of like Herb, long, 6'7", can play the one some. He showed he can play the one, knock down threes. And then the dunk Keon had, hopefully we get that one pushed out to Sports Center, because I was happy for Keon. He just comes in and works hard every day, and we're good to get him some minutes today too.
Thank you, Coach. We'll go ahead and take our first question from Mike Rodak.
Yeah, Nate, I know yesterday you weren't quite sure if Javon or Herb would be able to play, or at least maybe play a little bit. I think both of them played 22 minutes, and obviously Herb had 13 points. Just how surprising was that, how much they were able to play, and kind of what was the timeline there in figuring that out?
Well, Javon had a little bit of a ramp-up period coming back from his medical deal. So he wasn't able to go full go really up until probably yesterday in practice, and we don't go that hard before the day before the game usually. So he wasn't going to be in sync. I didn't think, he'd been off 2 weeks. So, and you could tell he wasn't really in sync, but I tried to get him enough minutes to where he could get in sync and play some. So hopefully he's a lot better at LSU just because he's got a game under his belt now. But, Herb came, his finger was huge Thursday, didn't practice Thursday. I think he tried to do a little bit of skill maybe, and then Friday he came in and said he was going to try to give it a go. So he played a little bit Friday, looked good enough in practice where I said, look, if you feel good tomorrow morning, we'll go and play you. So if Herb's breathing and he's capable of playing, he's probably going to play. So he didn't have a cast on his hand like he did last year, so I wasn't shocked at all. I mean, he played pretty well. He took the 1-3, 7 of 8 at the free throw line, so obviously his hand wasn't too messed up, or he just played through it. He ended up with 13 points. He led the team in plus-minus, which is understandable because he gives us so much on both ends of the floor. So good to see him out there. Avoided one, for him. He through his career, he hasn't been able to catch a break, it seems, and now kind of dodged a bullet there. So hopefully he can stay healthy the rest of the year because he's super valuable to what we're doing.
All right, next question. Let's go to Tony Tsoukalas.
You had a big day from your bench, Nate. What did you see from the guys that were replacing Bruner, just that bunch that came in to kind of fill in for him?
Well, I thought Reese, he hit the 3, which we needed, kind of spread them out a little bit. Had 3 rebounds, gave us quality minutes. I didn't need him much in the second half, so I didn't play him a ton. And, I thought Juwan was great. Juwan came in, scored, I think he had 9 points and shoot 7-8 minutes. Scored 9 points, 3 rebounds in 8 minutes, had 3 blocks, and we were plus 16 in those 8 minutes he was in. That's hard to do in 8 minutes to be plus 16. So Juwan was great, kind of played small ball, but they played small too. They started small, didn't play Vanna over a whole lot. He only played 2.5 minutes. And even when he was in, I didn't think they were able to take advantage of us being small. Juwan guarded him on the one play. They tried to throw a lob over the top on a pick and roll, and we got a deflection, got a steal off it. So really happy for Juwan. And Keon Ambrose gave us good minutes, too. I mean, Keon ends up with 10 minutes in the game, and, he scores 4 points, had 4 rebounds. He was second on the team in blue collar. He had 13 and a half, or third on the team. I guess Herb was second. But, Keon had 13 and a half blue collar points in 10 minutes. So that was a big day for him. I'm glad I got him in because he's been, just hard to get him minutes with Bruner, Reese playing the way that they've been playing. And now Bruner's out. It's nice to be able to get him some minutes. And Rowe's still recovering from his hand deal. He's still not 100%, but, he plays hard and gives us some toughness in there, too.
Let's go to Cecil Hurt next.
Coach, I know it's a coaching cliche that's not really valid a lot of the time, but Moody seemed to get his, and you really shut down on everybody else. Was that at all? I mean, you don't want to give him 25 points, but did y'all try and concentrate on him or try
know what?
Take away the others? We
honestly didn't say either way just because they had injuries and we didn't know. We were just trying to guard him. We knew Moody was really good, but we switched a lot in the half court too, so different guys. He got his 28 on all kinds of different guys. If we weren't switching as much, maybe you try to put a Herb or a Petty on him and just lock in and tell him not to help. Maybe we'll need to do that a little bit more next time because giving up 28's not good defense. Our team defense was good. Our analytics guys had us for a .74 on our defensive end, which is really good, against a quality offensive team like Arkansas. But no, we didn't really, going into the game, say, we're going to let Moody get his and lock everybody else out. We just kind of had a plan for guarding everybody, and we didn't do a very good job on Moody, and we ended up doing a better job on everybody else. So we got to do a little bit better job next time we play them with Moody.
Okay, we got time for a couple more questions, starting with Charlie Potter.
Yeah, Coach, just wanted to ask about Petty again. I know you mentioned him in your opening, but just how special was it to see him get that record tonight?
It was great just because, he could have left after his junior year, decided to come back. You like for guys that decide to come back for their senior year to do great things, and us being 6-0 in first place and him breaking the school record for threes made. Hopefully he can play his way into first-round draft pick status and, and have a great senior year and really get this program the way they envisioned it when, they brought that great recruiting class in. Herb and him and Reese are still left out of that class, and I think he's playing really well. So happy for him. I told him after the game, I had no idea he broke the record. I didn't know how many he had left, or I think he's at 265 now, and the record was 263. So Hodgson, our assistant, brought it up in the postgame, so I was happy, gave him a hug, told him proud of him. So if we can keep him playing like he is, the Athletic wrote an article about how he's struggling. I think Seth Davis, little clip about how he's struggling from three. Since then, he's gone 4 for 7, I believe, and 5 for 9. So what's that, 9 out of 16? It's not bad shooting. So I said that. Reese said, hey, could have somebody write an article about me? Maybe I can get my stuff going right. So maybe one of you guys can write an article about Reese struggling. If we can get his stuff right. A request from Reese.
All right, last question. Let's go to Dom Taylor.
Hey, Coach. Arkansas had close to 12 turnovers by the end of the first half. I'm just wondering what the importance is of really capitalizing on those turnovers when you get them, especially against a tough offensive team like Arkansas.
Yeah, I thought it was big. It helps your offense when you can turn them over. Live turnovers, especially on steals and strips. We had 12 steals, so I thought getting those steals, turning them, into points the other way was big to kind of blow that lead open. I thought our guys did a great job being active in their help defense, smashing down. We did give up too many blow-bys, but I thought our help defense was really good. So we've got work to do yet. We got to, obviously, the next time we play them, guard Moody better, give up fewer blow-bys. But our help defense is just getting better and better. Guys are playing a lot more connected, and I think that helps. And obviously, what did it have us for? 16 points off turnovers to their 6. And, we turned the ball over a lot, too, with 14. But at least we were able to get back, or they weren't live turnovers and didn't give them as many points off the turnovers.